Insight empowerment should be the goal of all customer insight professionals. Every business should have the customer at its heart. But to achieve that, we must empower the organisation to use customer insight in every possible decision. There are three main challenges that can stop us empowering businesses to use insight. The first of these is efficiency. Efficiency is about use of budget and also speed and timeliness of decision. If we're going to inform as many points of decision with insight, we need to make sure that our budget is used carefully and wisely so that it doesn't run short and decisions are left without insight. We also have to make sure our processes are as lean as possible, and that ensures that we can collect insights quickly and get them through to the points of decision at the times when they're needed. The second challenge is about reach, ensuring that insights is in the right place at the right time. Often the barrier here is knowledge. Stakeholders don't always know what insight to ask for or when. They don't know how to ask for it. And the other side is that insight professionals can't predict when insight will be needed by which stakeholders and in what format. And the third challenge is influence, making sure that when insight is there at the right time for the decision, that people know how to use it and have confidence to use it. Often the barrier here is skill and confidence. Do people know how to take action from that insight, how to use the insight in their process of making the decisions?
All insight teams want to be more efficient, reach more people, and be more influential. So what are the practical challenges that customer insight teams face? It all starts at the heart of the business with the senior stakeholders. Insight teams need to ensure that senior stakeholders are on board and promoting the value of insight across the organisation. And insight teams need to ensure that they have confidence in their data. That starts right from the beginning, from getting the right sample from your customer base to ensure it's representative, to using the right technology, ensuring that you're creating the right methodologies and the right research techniques to create your data, understanding the analysis of your data. And then once your data is gained, it has to be reported, disseminated, and then acted upon within the organisation. And this helps to inform the key decisions. So there's lots of small challenges along the way which insight teams will face, but if they have the senior stakeholders on board right from the start, helping to promote the value of this, it will help inform key decisions all the way through the business and down the line.
The volume of technologies and skills researchers need is becoming an increasing challenge that adds time as well. As more companies and products market and offer more automation solutions, there's an increased expectation from non-researchers that processes can be despecialised and automated, but still deliver the depth and the insight of a specialised human-led research process. But as teams face the squeeze of reduced time and budgets, while also being asked to deliver more because of the promises made by the automation services, it's vital that we embrace the best elements of these changes in terms of extending the perceived efficiency, reach and influence of insight. We need to be looking to empower non-researchers to be more involved in research and insight generation. At the same time, we need to ensure the value of the expert researcher isn't sidelined by finding ways to work more efficiently ourselves and work with technology to deliver the depth and insight that decision makers need.
So how can researchers make insight more efficient? Well, they can look at the technology they're using, something which is agile, which is quick. They could use a customer panel, for instance, engage with a particular customer group which is representative of your customer base, and then tap into them with key research questions and ask them their opinions on what they're thinking. You can undertake several different types of research using either qualitative or quantitative, depending on obviously the sample sizes and the actual research question. It's also really important for insight teams to keep on top of what their competitors are doing. If they're embedding research throughout their organisation and their teams are functioning in a different way and they're listening to their customers all the time, then they're likely to be ahead. So therefore, it's important for you as well within your company to listen to your customers, to value their opinions, to change the way that you do business if your customers are steering you in a different direction.
Insights empowerment is really about putting customers at the centre of decisions, but in a way that removes friction between teams, helps insight go further, become more embedded in the decision making, while also being realistic about the challenges that teams face. The role of the researcher in this dynamic should be to support and to empower, provide knowledge, training and support as an experienced voice to ensure that non-researchers can get as much as possible out of their forays into research, really see the value that insight can bring to their role.